It is my pleasure having you online, having you watching this broadcast. I am your favorite host of Marriage Lesson 316, JECIL Onyironwu. I have an important information that I want us to look at, that I want to pass across to you at this moment. But before I proceed, I want to say good morning. I want to say good afternoon. I want to say good evening or good night, depending the location you are viewing from. From where I am, it is morning, but I don't know where you are. But wherever you are, I say the Lord be with you. Do have a blessed day and have a wonderful time watching. I have important lessons I want to share with you. The dangers of having wrong motives. Wrong motives. We have come to see the social media is being flooded with different kinds of stories that both from marriage to relationship. We see people with different kinds of stories. We see people with different kinds of marriage collapse. We see people with different kinds of things. Many have come to hate marriage. There are lines of multitude that are filing into marriage. At the same time, there are lines of multitude that are filing out. There are people that are protesting, don't marry, you don't need to marry. It will destroy your future. It will destroy your destiny. It will kill your career. And at the same time, there are people that are telling you, without marriage, you cannot be successful. You cannot be fulfilled. But where do I belong? I belong to the party that tells you that marriage that is properly entered into, marriage that is properly managed, will help you to fulfill your future, will help you to fulfill your career, and will make you a better person and help you to lessen your burden. And one of the things I've discovered, why most of the marriage hurts, why most of the marriage collapse, why most of the marriage problem that we have today are the reason that the motive by which many enter into marriage. Entering into marriage with the wrong motive is destructive. Entering into marriage with the wrong intention is bad, and it will destroy you and it will create problem for you. At this broadcast, I will be sharing with you 12 points, but I may not finish it in this one broadcast. 12 dangers of having wrong motive in marriage. Number one, if you enter marriage wrongly with the wrong motive, with ulterior motive, you are going to have what I call erosion of trust. When actions are driven by selfishness in marriage or deceitful motive, it undermines the trust between spouses. I have seen people that actually enter into marriage through lies, through deceit. Someone said he was pregnant for a guy, and the guy said, okay, being that this lady is pregnant for me, what can I do? Let me marry her. Only for them to wed, only for them to do the traditional rite. Few months after, the lady came up with one story that I've lost the pregnancy. But from all indication, from all tracing, there was no pregnancy in the first place. With wrong motive, he believed that he can tie the guy into marriage with lies of pregnancy, and that created trust. It's difficult for them to trust each other because there was erosion of trust. Trust is the foundation of marriage, and its absence can lead to a fragile and unstable relationship. Wherever trust is not, wherever a trust is depleted, wherever trust is deleted in any marriage, in any relationship, I stand to tell you that relationship will experience unstableness. So it is important for you to know, if you are watching me out there and you are a single person, you are planning, I will do everything possible to hold this guy down, or as a guy, I will cook everything possible to make sure that this lady marries me, even when you know that it's the wrong motive for what you are planning. I stand to tell you, once you do that, erosion of trust comes in, and once that trust is not there, over time people begin to lose faith, especially your spouse. Over time, your spouse begin to lose faith on you, and there is nothing you say or there is nothing you do that will ever trust you again. Once there is an erosion of trust, lies or broken promises comes in. Every promise you make, he will not value it. Even when you are saying the truth, he will not value it, because there is erosion of trust. So it is important stand. The truth remains the best. Truth remains the best. Truth remains the best. It doesn't matter what it will cost you. Say the truth, because at the long run, you will enjoy it. Be careful of entering into marriage with wrong motive. Number two, when you enter marriage or any relationship with wrong motive, there is going to be constant conflict. Wrong motive often result to misunderstanding and conflict. If anyone or both partner act out of self-interest or manipulations, it creates a cycle of argument and resentment that cannot be taken away or cannot be solved, because in the first place, the reason why you enter, the reason why you married her or married him was wrong. And once you enter there, it's going to be, they will keep being what I call a clash. And once there is a clash, whereas once there's a constant argument, once there's a constant mistrust, as we saw in first one, we are going to see constant conflict. So I want you to know, entering into marriage relationship with wrong motive will bring erosion of trust, which will never give you happiness in that marriage. Number two, it will bring what I call constant conflict. There are bound to be conflict all the time. And the third one, they are going to be emotionally distanced. I have seen marriages as a result of my profession, as a result of counseling, as a result of this marriage ministry. I've seen people that are living together, but they are not together. Emotionally, they are distant from each other. They pursue personal agendas over well-being of the relationship. And that is because there was a wrong motive in the first place. There is bound to be emotional disconnection. Once there is emotional disconnection, most of the things we call cheating, in marriage, whether in the part of the man or in the part of the woman, as a result of emotional distance. As long as there is emotional distance with your partner, I am telling you, her heart emotionally is with someone, and they are bound to be cheating. It could be physical cheating. It could be what will I call it, emotional cheating. It can be an addiction to porn just to satisfy herself, because you lied to her or you lied to him, or because you manipulated him or her for her to marry you or for him to marry you. And at the end of the day, he or she has found that her emotion can never be with you. Her body can be with you. You can be in the same house, living as a husband and wife, but I'm bound to tell you there is going to be emotional distance. And once there is emotional distance, you are disconnected. This distance makes it difficult for couples to maintain intimacy and mutual support. It makes it difficult. There can be intimacy and there can be mutual support for each other, because everyone is running his or her own agenda. And number four thing that happens once there is wrong motive for entering into marriage or any relationship, there is going to be lack of trust, lack of respect. When the Bible gives a man instruction and say, man, love your wife, it means care and show her affection. When the Bible also gives the woman commandment to submit, it simply means respect your man. But I stand to tell you, if you get into marriage or into any relationship with lies, with wrong motive, there are bound to be lack of respect, disrespectful motives such as belittling, controlling behavior, eroding mutual respect. Without respect, the marriage can become toxic and degrading. Once there is lack of respect as a result of wrong motive for entering, there are bound to be what I call toxic relationship. There is no marriage problem that starts overnight. Something led to it. So one of the things that led to it, you lied to me, you deceived me, you told me you are this. I had a story of someone who lied to a lady that he works with oil and gas. At the end of the day, when they got married, they actually discovered that the guy works in a factory where they produce palm oil. And when the lady said, but you told me, say oil, na oil. But that was the beginning of their problem. Apart from that, number four, if you enter marriage wrongly, there are going to be manipulation and control. One party will be manipulating and controlling others. Using manipulation to get what you want from your spouse can lead to feelings of resentment and powerlessness. A relationship that is based on control rather than mutual respect and love is unhealthy. And what are the things that bring this unhealthiness? Is because of manipulation and control. You lied to me, you manipulated me to marry you, and at the end of the day, now we are married, I have found out that what you said is a lie. That marriage can never have peace. You will keep suffering lack of mutual respect and unstable love, and that makes the marriage marriage unhealthy. Number 6, which is where I will want to stop. If you enter into marriage with wrong motive, the 6th danger you are bound to encounter is financial strain, selfishness in financial motive. Many people lied even when they lied about their financial state. Many people lied to marry some ladies because they know the lady come from a home that is well-to-do. They cook everything to get to marry the lady. Why they are forcing their way to marry the lady is so that they can milk the lady from the family wealth. But they tell all kind of story, but at the end of the marriage, the lady come to discover that it lies. At the end of the day, I stand to tell you there is going to be financial strain. There will be hidden money and prioritizing personal spending over shared goal. This can create insignificant stress and lead to mistrust and conflict over finances. The man will never open up how much he has. The lady will never open up how much she has. Imagine a lady that found out that why you married me is because you know I'm from a wealthy home and my family has willed some of their asset to me. If that lady finds out and still want to remain in that marriage, I tell you, she will hide all her financial status from you. You will not know how much she has. You will not know what she has. You will not know the property that accrued to her. This is because you entered marriage wrongly. I stand to say this. It is dangerous, as I conclude in this part. It is dangerous for you to enter marriage with wrong motive. Marriage is sweet. Marriage is good. Marriage is worthwhile. If you enter marriage with the right person and the right motive, you stand to gain and enjoy a better standing. 2 is better than 1. Burdens will be lifted from you. But whereby you enter any marriage with wrong motive, I stand to tell you, your hell starts from here on earth. And I pray for you that is watching me, especially those that are single. If you are into a relationship and you know that the foundation of that marriage is laid on wrong motive, is laid on lie, that who you or what you present yourself to be is not who you are, whether as a lady, whether as a guy, I want you to break up that relationship. Come plain, come open to the guy and tell him or her the truth. If he's still ready to go with you, that is it. But above all, I tell you, I know what will help you to enter and to live a marriage with sound deception, and that is when the Spirit of God is in your life. Without the Spirit of God, every man, every woman is a beast. And how can you have this Spirit of God in you? It is by making peace with your Creator, by accepting Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior, allowing His Spirit to come into you and control you. It is by that Spirit that you can live a life of truth, a life of plainness, a life of integrity, a life of honesty. And you believe that the truth that you say today, you may be ridiculed for it, but I tell you in future, you will reap the dividend of that truth. I advise you, stay clear of wrong motive and wrong deception. God bless you. See you some other time as the part 2 will be coming up.